Hey. Hey. What's going on?
Oh, we're doing a cold open.
What's a cold open?
Oh, like at the front end of some TV shows, like before the opening credits, sometimes they'll just do like one scene with like a little joke. That makes sense?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh no, I'm not cold. Yeah, that does feel better. Thanks, Johnny. Let's go do the show.
Last Show on Earth is filmed before a live studio audience.
Broadcasting live from the east side of sunny Madison, Wisconsin, it's The Last Show on Earth with Nate Chappell. Tonight, if it looks like we're tired, it's because we've been up all night cramming for this thing. It's episode test. And now, the man who's always a bit testy, the last host on Earth, Nate Chappell. Hey, Randy. Yes, hello. And welcome to another episode of the testing, 1, 2, 1, 2 of Internet Television, the last show on Earth. So, some of you may have noticed that we've been having difficulty with our live streams lately. Not the usual problems of bad acting and half-baked comedic conceits. I'm talking about, that's right, technical difficulties. And look, if you're having trouble with your live streams, that's your business. I do not need to know that. TM information, pal, okay? But maybe get it checked out. But we checked out our own problem down there. That's where the video capture card is. And I think we've got it taken care of, but this is our test episode, so if it gets messed up, our tens of fans won't revolt out of shock and turn off the show and choose instead to watch our biggest rival, The Wall. Not a show called The Wall, I mean just staring at the wall. They get more views, but we're critically acclaimed. Criticized. Critically criticized. I love testing stuff. Troubleshooting is like a sport to me. Like, I sign up for it and then get too embarrassed to try very hard at it until finally I do once and I miss the kickball entirely, pull a hammy and never go back. No, I guess troubleshooting isn't much like a sport to me. More like a hobby? Well, that sounds sad. Job I like? Therapy? Yeah, more like therapy. Trying to figure out the root of problems, failing, and a lot of crying. But when I fix a problem, man, there is nothing that makes me feel better. What a high. And then I settle back in and realize that everything is exactly how it's always been. I've just returned to complete stagnant stasis. Nothing changes or progresses. I take a deep breath and I smile. Perfect. I was never very good at tests. I feel like the way our academic institutions operate forces students to forsake learning for memorization and independent thought for regurgitation, valuing conformity over true enlightenment. And I never studied or went to class. But I think that first part is why I never did well at tests. Essay tests were actually okay. This might surprise you, but I'm a pretty good bullshitter if I don't have to make eye contact, which I almost never do. But the sound of someone writing with a dull pencil in one of those college blue books makes me want to grab your pencil out of your fucking hand and stab it into my ear, but that won't even do anything because it's too dull to puncture my eardrum. Sharpen your pencils for Christ's sakes. Or use one of those mechanical pencils. Click, 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 click. I always thought there was a funny word for those pencils. Mechanical pencil. Makes it sound like it's a steampunk writing utensil completely crafted from steel with some sort of crank that turns a blade that shaves the graphite into a fine point. I imagine that would also be very distracting. Speaking of very distracting, here's my very distractingly cute daughter and co-worker Wes Clementine with her very distractingly helpful advice segment we like to call Ask a Baby. Hey baby, there's a hole in my favorite pair of boots. How can I fix it at home? Cobbling in Cape Cod. Well baby, what do you think?
I'm security guard Carl Lewis with today's morning affirmation.
Remember, the more you fail, the dumber you look. You look really dumb. Welcome to My Week in Review. I'm Nate Chappell, and this is my week. On Friday, I did a test shoot with my new production assistant. It did not go well. I thought she was taping some cables here, but it turns out she was shitting. You can't fire me, I shit. On Friday, I took an eye exam and I aced it. I mean, my vision is horrible, but I correctly answered that 2 is better than 3, but that 4 is better than 2. Yes, a little crisper. On Sunday, we took Wes sledding, and she absolutely loved it. As we flew down the hill, I could hear her quiet whimpers of joy. Looks like Wes has the need for speed. That's My Week in Review. I'm Nate Chappell saying my week was better than your week.
Wolf Out TV. It's not a bison in a grocery store. It's not just a bucket of cold cuts. It's not a bag of boxes of bags. It's not a mouth that opens to reveal a somehow bigger mouth, or a tire in a phone booth. It's not a sandwich that reminds you of your vice principal. It's a turtle riding another turtle, like a horsey. It's a painting of somebody taking a photograph of a painting. It's a sunset as seen reflected in the glossy pages of a ladies' magazine. It's 10 or 11 paper clips banging around inside a pencil sharpener. It's one of those old-timey suitcases filled with tickles. Wolf Out TV. We'll make you laugh. Am I saying that right?
Water. Just water.
So, tonight we're testing Johnny out as a writer. I'm sure he did a great job. I haven't even seen the script yet. I am very excited. So, okay, here we go. Okay. Hang on, John. There's nothing in the prompter.
Huh? Viv, there's nothing on the prompter.
I never got a script.
Oh, well, she never got a script.
Okay, well, you were supposed to email her the script.
Oh, right. I guess maybe the attachment was too big. I put a lot of 4K video on it.
Okay, whatever. I guess it's a test episode. We could just read it off scripts.
Oh, sure, okay.
Wait, Johnny, these are just blank sheets of paper.
Oh, try the other side.
Nope, they're both blank.
Oh, maybe, my printer was out of ink?
I just saw you pull these sheets of paper out of the package labeled printer paper.
You know, you're pretty nosy, you know that?
What's going on, John?
Not much, man. How about you?
You didn't write a sketch?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Why?
Well, because you'd be mad at me.
Johnny!
See?
Johnny?
I don't know, I opened up a Word document and named it Johnny's _middle_ section ... Then I underlined it. Then I was going to italicize it, but then I thought better of it. And I just stared at the screen for 11 hours.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got writer's block.
No, I'm shitting fine.
No, writer's block is when you can't think of what to write.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right. I couldn't even get started.
So if you didn't even start writing the sketch, why are we wearing these costumes?
I guess I was just stalling, and, you know, they're super soft and warm.
Yeah, that is true.
So, how do you cure writer's block?
Well, sometimes it helps to just try and act out a scene to get you started.
That sounds like improv, and you know what I always say? I don't
Love improv. Yeah, I know, you're always saying it like twice a day. But let's just try it. I mean, we've already got the costumes on.
Fine.
Okay. hood up there. Okay. You ready?
I think so.
Man, it sure is hot here in the jungle.
You can't handle the truth.
Well, truth is, it's so hot I can't handle it.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been a somebody instead of a bum, which is what I am.
Hey, you're probably just hungry. Let's go find some bananas.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Okay, Johnny, you're just saying movie quotes.
Are we still in the scene?
No.
Oh yeah, I was saying movie quotes. Why? What are you doing?
Improvising.
Oh, well, mine sounded better.
Well, okay, but you didn't
It
actually...
sounded well written.
But,
If I do say so myself.
okay, Johnny, I think this test is over.
Okay, thank God. Did I pass?
No.
Okay. Turns out I couldn't handle the truth.
Wigs, we got 'em. Wigs, you want 'em. Wigs, we've got all the wigs. Wigs, we got 'em. Wigs, you want 'em. Wigs, we've got all the wigs.
Alright, welcome back to Episode Test. For tonight's guest segment, since it is Episode Test, our own Johnny Fisher is coming on to give me an IQ test. Help me welcome Daddy's Little Helper, Johnny Fisher.
Thanks. Why Daddy's Little Helper?
I don't know. Don't overthink it. So, Johnny, first of all, how are the tests going?
Pretty good. My cholesterol is a little high, my blood pressure is a little low, and I didn't consult a doctor about this, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to even out over time.
Who cares about that? I'm talking about the episode.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'd give it a B.
Okay. Thanks for the update, I guess.
Sure. Are you ready for this IQ test?
Hell yeah, this test was made for me.
That's the attitude.
No, I mean literally, as a white male, these tests are all made for me.
Oh, right. Here we go. Question 1.
Okay.
Which letter do the most U.S. cities start with? A, D, B, A, C, B, or D, C?
I'll say B.
Do you mean B-A or C-B?
B-A.
Okay. Number 2. What two letters appear together most often in English words? A and B, B and D, C, A and D, or D, all of the above?
This is a really weird test. I guess I'm going to have to say C, A, and D.
Do you mean answers A and D are correct?
No, the answer is C.
Correct. All right. This one's an easy one.
It better not be about letters.
It's not. What is TV's Arthur Fonzarelli famous greeting? A. Be cool. B. See you later. C. A. Or D.
This is so stupid, Johnny.
Correct. You passed your IQ test.
I had to take you to court for wasting so much of my time.
What court? A.
Nate Court!
What you're about to witness is a TV judge show. The cases are real, the gavel is a croquet mallet, and the judgments are final. Judge Nate is not an actor. They said he didn't have the right look. You be the judge, but not here, because this is Nate Court.
They say you can learn a lot about somebody by looking at their shoes. Well, you're wearing sneakers, so I guess you're sneaky. Guilty. I got you covered, wingtips.
Tonight's new game that we're testing out on you guys is called Generic Irish Poem Head-to-Head, I guess. We couldn't get the rights to say Limerick, but it's a game called Limerick. So basically the deal is that our officiator, Viv, will give us a location, and that'll get us started, and we'll come up with a limerick alternating lines. If we stall, we lose the round. Okay? So it's me versus Johnny. Viv is also going to squeak us out. Can I hear the squeak? If we stall. It's her call. Okay, Johnny, you're going to say the first line. And where is our location?
Your first location is Lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Okay.
There once was a girl from Lacrosse.
She was most frightened of floss.
But if you looked at her closely...
It'd strike you morosely.
Your next location is Lincoln.
There was a man in Lincoln.
couldn't stop us stinking.
So we put on some spray.
And everyone said, hey.
You smell just like Mandy Patinkin.
Ooh.
Yay!
Well, that's been our show, everybody. A big thanks, as always, to the Lastest crew on Earth, Viv Chaplin, Johnny Fisher, and introducing, of course, Wes Clementine. Finn Hammond and Tyler Enzard made the music for tonight's show. Tyler is Bongo Frontier on Instagram, and Finn is testing out a new scent, and he invites you to smell him later. For more episodes of this show, go to thelastshowonEarth.org and go to wolfout.tv for our other shows. And, of course, we are Wolfout TV. All over this web we call worldwide, so please look us up at google.com. Thanks for watching us tonight, creeps. Remember, we're watching you too. And as the guy whose microphone isn't working says, be excellent to each other, and good night.